Hey, good morning. In the previous video, 85, we were discussing the importance of the infrastructure around the source code, and I was saying that so many companies don't have that, so many software teams. They just have the source code and nothing on top of that, which actually helps the source code to survive and to be maintainable. And I made a point that I think that many programmers just don't want to be replaced. They don't want to be fired because the more maintainable the source code is the product, the easier for the company to fire people who maintain them, who maintain that source code. And I got a comment from Alexander on that video, and he said, "Who wants to be replaced?" I understand that it's a sarcastic comment, like he's saying, like it's obvious nobody wants to be replaced, and I want to answer that. I like that comment because it does make sense. Nobody wants to be replaced. We want to be unreplaceable. We want to stay with the source code, with the product, with the team for as long as possible. Only on one condition: if we don't know what's going to happen after we are replaced. We don't want to be replaced if the future is unpredictable for us, if we don't know what's going to be the next project for us, if we don't know where we're going to find the next source of money. In that case, we want to stay with the project, with the team for as long as possible. But if we know what's going to happen, if I know that the market is right in front of me, if I know that there are more opportunities for me, there is more money waiting for me there, and more interesting projects, more interesting technologies, then I will want to be replaced. I will want to quit as soon as my potential here is limited, as soon as I realize that I've done everything here, and here's the new opportunity waiting for me. So we want to stay, we don't want to be replaced, only if we don't know what's going to happen next. But if we know, the problem is gone. So my point now is that good programmers, they want to know what's the next step. They want to know what the market is ready to offer, and they prepare themselves for the future. So if you don't want to be replaced, then you're a bad programmer. Then you are the programmer who is not prepared for the future. You're the programmer who the market doesn't need. So the market doesn't want you, the market doesn't offer you opportunities, and that's why you don't want to be replaced. I'm not addressing you to Alexander personally. I'm addressing to this message to all programmers, to myself as well. Sometimes I feel scared when I don't know what's going to be in the future, and I feel uncomfortable about abandoning or about quitting the project and abandoning what I was doing yesterday and just jumping into the future if I don't know exactly how much the future is offering me. So to be a better programmer, to be less scared about the future, I would recommend to think about that future, to face that future projects, that future reality, and to start investigating what's going to happen in the future. Work on your resume, talk to your future potential employees, projects, investors, somebody who is waiting for you in the future. So don't sit in one project. Always look for something else. Always see the market, search the market, and expect something new to happen. That may be difficult, of course. That may be stressful. That may be uncomfortable, because we know that every job interview, every new project is a stress. You get in, you don't know what's going on there, you don't know the technologies, you don't know the people who work there. So every time it's a stress. But the more projects you have, the more attempts you make to join something else, the more options you have in your career, the stronger you are. The more you will want to quit the project you're working in right now the moment you realize that they don't need you as much as they needed you when they hired you, when they started working with you, when they contracted you. And I'm a big fan of contractors. I don't like full-time employees. I think in general, it's a horrible idea to stay somewhere for a full-time, to sell your time, to be attached to some team on a timely basis when they pay you for months, for a week, for a year. It's way better to be a contractor when you change projects, when you jump from project to project, and you give them what they need, you contribute as much as you can, and then you get a new opportunity, and then you contribute in a new place. And if you do it that way, if you work as a contractor, then you don't want to stay. You want to be replaced. You will want to be replaced because you will always know what's next. You will know that here's new money waiting for you. So what's the point of sitting here getting this money if the new money is waiting, if a new technology is waiting, if a new team is asking you to join? You will not want to be unreplaceable. You will want to be replaceable. So my answer to Alexander is that bad programmers don't want to be replaced. Good programmers, they are ready to be replaced. They have no fear of that situation. They like to be replaced because they know what's going to happen in the future. I hope I made my point clear. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.